Beyond, what's up? My name is Colin Moriarty. I'm here with the illustrious Mitch Dyer, and we're here in Tokyo, Japan, kind of the outskirts of Tokyo, Japan, Makuhari, Tokyo Game Show 2014. And Mitch, a couple weeks ago, Sony had a pre-TGS press conference.
Yes.
And now they had their TGS press conference today.
Looking forward to the post-TGS.
And then they're going to have the post-TGS press conference.
Probably not a thing.
And then a post-mortem on the post-TGS press conference. We were left a little disappointed with what they showed today. It was some redundant stuff. There was some cool stuff, though. So let's talk about some of the things that we liked.
Yeah, I had not seen the metal slime PS4 for Dragon Quest Heroes. I thought that looked really cool. They had a little slime guy hanging off it, that cool silver controller. I thought the finish looked really nice. I would like that in my home, even though I don't really care much for Dragon Quest. It looks kind of neat.
Yeah, I love Dragon Quest, and Dragon Quest Heroes and this PS4 was announced at the pre-TGS press conference, but we got a kind of a closer look at it today. Yeah. Don't get too excited about Dragon Quest Heroes if you're looking for a core Dragon Quest game like Dragon Quest 11, like I'm looking forward to. It's being made by Omega Force. It's a Musou game, or it looks like one, so it's kind of like Dynasty Warriors. We'll hope to maybe go hands-on with that or learn more about that soon. I'm actually really excited about it. Just to get anything Dragon Quest related is kind of excited. But where's Dragon Quest 11? Yeah, what else did you see that you enjoyed?
I'm really excited to see more of Yakuza Zero this week. I didn't know until today during the press event that it was a prequel set in the 80s. And that is really exciting. The idea of being able to explore like a 1980s to 80s Tokyo is really cool. The Yakuza games were set in like early 2000s, so it wasn't quite like now where it's like everyone's on their cell phone and stuff. But it's still, the Yakuza games have that flair where you're just like, man, I'm in Japan. And I would love to see that series in another time period. It's not like the samurai stuff they've done before. 80s is like a really cool thing. I love that era worldwide. And just, Japan has a fascination with the 80s in general, so like being able to explore that is gonna be really cool.
I have a fascination with the 80s as well, and I like anything that goes back to the 80s, and even things that were made in the 80s, like the great movies and music of the time. So hopefully we'll get to experience some cool stuff in Yakuza Zero. Now, Sony focused a little bit on some first-party games that we've already known about, Bloodborne and The Order 1886 and some other stuff. But there was a lack of some newness that I wanted to see. Specifically, I'm always disappointed when The Last Guardian's not at the Tokyo Game Show. This is like, what, 5 years in a row we've been waiting for that. So that's not a big surprise, but also absent was any mention of 3 big RPGs that I think a lot of people are excited about that we were hoping to learn more about. Persona 5.
Where was Persona 5?
Now, we saw Persona 5 a couple weeks ago. We saw it running for the first time, and obviously it wasn't in-game, it was a cutscene, but it was cool just to see something from the game that wasn't those 5 chairs.
Well, you get an idea of the setting, right? Like here it is, like here's the main character on like the train that you and I took today in Shibuya Crossing. Like, oh man, this game is set like in Tokyo.
Yeah, I just wanted to see more. I want to see more gameplay. Obviously, that game comes out in 2015. It's on PS3 and PS4, and that's pretty exciting. But I wanted to see more. Maybe we'll see more later. Maybe there'll be a trailer, or maybe some secrets.
At the post-TGS.
At the post-TGS post-mortem press conference. And obviously, Square Enix has a duo of eagerly anticipated JRPGs that I think people want to see more of. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Where was Kingdom Hearts?
And Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I think, is far, far off.
I'm not even convinced that's a video game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a work of fiction right now.
It could be. I mean, I don't think we're going to see anything of that game until 2016, 2017.
Gross.
But Final Fantasy 15 is closer, I think, and we didn't see a new trailer for that, at least at Sony's press conference. So were you excited, or were you disappointed in not seeing those games?
Yeah, those 3 specifically are the ones that I'm most excited for, right? You come to Tokyo Game Show, you go to the pre-post TGS press conference pre-post.
I can't even keep it straight.
And you're going to see one of those. Maybe one. Odds are pretty good, right? Like Japanese RPGs, big thing. All 3 of those are big Sony games. No, nothing.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. But if you're a Vita fan, and I am, we got a little look at Danganronpa, another episode, which is pretty exciting. That comes out later this month in Japan. Hopefully we get a localization of that. NIS, are you listening? Give us a localization of that game. So for more on all things PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and really all things video games, keep it tuned to IGN because we're here at Tokyo Game Show. We're going to have a lot of great stuff, previews, trailers, conversations, etc., and so on. And hopefully we'll see these mystery games, these mysterious games soon. Final Fantasy 15.
The pre-post, pre-TGS, pre-post event.
Sure, yes. Beyond.